Hello and welcome to the show. Guys, today is your weekly vendor reset world map edition. We are at the crypt and he has a lightweight M4 with 20% enemy armor damage, capable, determined, and ferocious. And we have a CQBSS scope with 13% stability, 2.5% critical hit chance, and 4% critical hit damage. And guys, we are at the firewall, and at the firewall they have an operator pack, 1276 armor, 1171 electronics, resourceful, all healing applied to you is also applied to your skill objects. Major attributes, 13% signature ability resource gain, and minor attributes, 14% bleed resistance, and it's a 57 backpack capacity. Now we'll go down here, you got a stamina mod with 231 stamina and 1756 health. And at the grindhouse we have an M700 Tactical with 168% headshot damage, meticulous, toxic, and elevated with a PEQ-15 laser, 16% accuracy, 2.5% stability, and 4% critical hit damage. And guys, at Southpaw, we have a Spec Ops mask, 991 armor, 1271 stamina, rehabilitated, heals 2% every second during status effects. Major attribute, 9.5% exotic damage resilience, and minor attribute, 16% blind death resistance. He also has a performance mod that's a 2% pulse critical hit damage. And at the ward, we have tactical gloves, 881 armor with 1188 firearms, cunning as the talent. After reloading, the next shot with this weapon has a 10% higher critical hit chance. Major attributes, 4,670 marksman rifle damage, 1,244 pistol damage, and 14% critical hit damage. He's got a electronics mod in here, 253 electronics, 1725 health. And guys, at the last call, we also have a M700 Tactical, 147% headshot damage, prepared, balanced, and elevated, and a quick release magazine with 28.5% reload speed, 4% critical hit damage, and 4.9% rate of fire. Guys, we are at Madison Stan, and he has a tactical vest, 1720 armor, 1182 stamina. Talent is forceful, increased armor by 15% while the user's signature skill is active. Major attributes is 11% exotic damage resilience, 4% health on kill. Minor attributes is 56 ammo capacity. It's a really good ammo capacity. And he has a performance mod, 3.5% ballistic shield damage. Guys, we are at the meat locker, and he has a tactical SA-58 with 19% enemy armor damage with competent, talented, and determined on it. And he has an Omega rifle suppressor with 17% headshot damage, 2.5% stability, 5% optimal range, and 49% reduced threat on minor attribute. And guys, we are at Camp Hudson weapons vendor. They have a Convert SRS with 156% headshot damage with talented, accurate, and prepared on it, and an SR7 suppressor with 19% critical hit damage, 4.5% optimal range, 2.5% critical hit chance, and minor attribute is 49% reduced threat. And we go right up here to the gear vendor, and we have a Gunslinger holster at 1607 armor, 1209 firearms, 1256 stamina, and 1227 electronics with a talent of sturdy, increased armor by 15% when staying more than 4 seconds in the same cover. Major attributes is 621 armor, and they also have a performance mod of 4% turret damage. Recommend this turret damage because if you do run Firecrest, it's a really good one. Guys, we are at the Cavern vendor, and they have a operator's knee pads, 1504 armor, 1135 firearms with a talent of accomplished. Rewards from acolytes are tripled. Major attributes, 4% protection from elites. Minor attributes, 30% disorient resistance, 56% increased kill XP, and 29% burn resistance. They also have a performance mod of 6.5% mobile cover health. Guys, we at Kerman Station, and she has a Tactical Super 90 SBS with 305% stagger. Your talents are Sustained, Ferocious, and Predatory. And they've got an MK4 M5A2 scope 15x at 22.5% optimal range, 4% critical hit damage, 3% critical hit chance. And guys, at Dante's Run vendor, they have a Spec Ops armor chest piece with 1961 armor, 1127 electronics. The talent is vigorous, grants overheal to all healing abilities, or healing skills, excuse me. Major attributes is 7% damage to elites, 4% health on kill, 50% ammo capacity on minor, and your performance mod is 5% pulse duration. And guys, at the Wolves Den vendor, they have Paratrooper SVD with 142% headshot damage. Talents is Intense, Unforgiven, and Discipline. And they also have a 552 hollow sight with a 6.5% critical hit chance, 5.5% headshot damage, and 4% critical hit damage. And guys, at Autumn's Hope vendor, they have Gunslinger gloves, 958 armor, 1233 electronics. Talent is Cunning. After reloading, the next shot with this weapon has a 10% higher critical hit chance. Major attributes, 9% damage to elites, 5% critical hit chance, 4% health on kill, and they got a performance mod of 5.5% first aid ally heal. We are at the special equipment vendor at the terminal and the post office, and they have the Historian, Valkyrie, and Liberator, and they have a first wave X45 with Expert, Sustained, and Enhanced AUG A3P with 34% critical hit damage with the talents of Accurate, Destructive, Competent, a lightweight M4 with 22% enemy armor damage, which is really good, talent Accurate, Vicious, Self-Preserved, a Tactical Super 90 SBS 334% stagger with Capable, Sustained, and Swift, Hunting M44 with 161% headshot damage with talents Destructive, Ferocious, and Adept, a Black Market M60 E6 11% damage to target out of cover with talents of Capable, Self-Preserved, and Sustained, a Mask, Tactical Mask, 929 armor with 1217 electronics, talent is Tenacious, increased damage by 10% for 10 seconds when using a med kit, major attributes is 5181 health, minor attributes is 12% increased kill XP. We got a Firecrest Mask, 930 armor, 1176 stamina, major attributes is 4% critical hit chance, minor attributes is 7.5% enemy armor damage. We got an Alpha Bridge Mask, 869 armor with 1123 electronics, major attributes 4% health on kill, minor attributes 16% disorient resistance. We've got a Tactical Vest with 1728 armor, 1191 electronics, talent is Rapid, decreased cooldown for healing skills by 15%. Major attributes is 7% damage to elites, 4% health on kill, minor attributes is 25% increased kill XP. We got a Tactician Vest with 1882 armor, 1271 stamina, major attributes is actually 6% damage to elites, 7% protection from elites, minor attributes 26% increased kill XP. We've got a Claimer Vest, 1830 armor, 1200 stamina, major attributes is 6251 health, 4% health on kill, minor attributes is 25% increased kill XP. We've got an Operator's Backpack, 2124 armor, 1229 stamina, talent is Technical, increased skill power by 15% while the signature skill is active, major attributes is 863 armor, minor attributes is 15% disrupt resistance, 57 backpack capacity. A Lone Star Backpack, 1261 armor, 1153 electronics, major attributes is 13,239 skill power, minor attributes is 15% burn resistance. We got Tactical Knee Pads, 1459 armor, 1140 stamina, talent is Accomplished, rewards from acolytes are tripled, major attributes is 6.5% exotic damage resilience, minor attributes 29% disorient resistance, 31% shock resistance, 47% increased kill XP. We got a Striker's Knee Pad, 1603 armor, 1150 firearms, major attributes 7% exotic damage resilience, minor attributes 31% disrupt resistance, 28% bleed resistance, 30% burn resistance. We got a Defense Knee Pads, 1505 armor, 1128 stamina, major attributes 7% critical hit damage, minor attributes 53% increased kill XP, 27% burn resistance, and 31% disrupt resistance. We got a Tactical Holster 900 armor, 1182 firearms, 1193 stamina, 1271 electronics, talent is sturdy. Increased armor by 15% when staying more than 4 seconds in the same cover. Major attributes is 4% protection from elites. We got a holster of the Nomad. 1214 firearms, 1163 stamina, 1193 electronics. Major attributes 5% skill haste. Final measure holster. 910 armor, 1254 firearms, 1257 stamina, 1143 electronics. Major attributes 660 pistol damage. Predator's mark holster. 874 armor, 1153 firearms, 1153 stamina, 1206 electronics. Major attributes 628 pistol damage. A Hunter's Faith holster. 907 armor, 1216 firearms, 1251 stamina, 1119 electronics. Major attributes 3% protection from elites. We got a Deadeye quick draw holster. 907 armor, 1195 firearms, 1209 stamina, 1140 electronics. Major attributes 3% protection from elites. We got an operator's gloves. 910 armor, 1178 stamina. Talent is decisive headshots with the sidearm deal 35% more damage. Major attributes is 14% critical hit damage, 1324 shotgun damage, 5% critical hit chance. We also got a Sentry's Call gloves. 881 armor, 1160 firearms. Major attributes is 1169 assault rifle, 5.5% critical hit chance, 8% damage to elites. Banshee's Shadow gloves. 869 armor, 1210 electronics. Major attributes is 5% critical hit chance, 1204 shotgun damage, 15% critical hit damage. We got a firearms mod. 253 firearms, 3% skill haste. Performance mod is 2.5% smart cover damage resilience. We got a heavy magazine. 9.5% magazine size, 4% critical hit damage. Minor attributes is 10.4% rate of fire. Omega rifle suppressor at 17% headshot damage, 2.5% stability, 2.5% critical hit chance with minor attributes 49% reduced threat. We got a vertical grip with 46% optimal range, 4% critical hit damage, 4.5% reload speed, 552 hollow sight, 7% critical hit chance, 4% critical hit damage, 5% optimal range. And of course you got your caches. Now we go over here, actually we'll be going to the special blueprints vendor. Bearing in mind, if I do have any of these blueprints, then it ain't going to show up for you. We're only going to show up to the 256 scores. So we got the First Wave PL45 blueprint, M870 Express blueprint, Stamina knee pads blueprint, electronic gloves blueprint, and there we go. Now we're going to actually go upstairs and check out the rest. And guys, let me know if you like this video a lot better than I do my other vendor resets. I'm actually telling you every bit of it. I'm trying to make it short as physically possible. Anyways, guys, up here we have the advanced weaponry vendor, and he has a pecan, of course, with 12% damage to target out of cover, swift, destructive, ferocious, Cassidy, Centurion, and M45A1 with expert, dominant, a burst fire MP5A4 with 33% critical hit damage, fierce, adept, and brutal, enhanced ACRE with 23% enemy armor damage, which is really good, unforgiven, deadly, and sustain. I may be buying that one. Military M870 308.50% stagger with ferocious, competent, unforgiven. M700 carbon, 148% headshot damage, capable, toxic, and elevated. Military MK46, 13% damage to target out of cover with the talents of capable, swift, dominant. We got a heavy magazine, 10.5% magazine size, 4% critical hit damage, 10.9% rate of fire. Large suppressor with 18% critical hit damage, 5% optimal range, 6% headshot damage, 50% reduced threat on minor tribute. Vertical grip at 44.5% optimal range, 4% critical hit damage, 2.5% stability, and a reflex sight at 7% critical hit chance, 4% critical hit damage, and 4.5% optimal range. Now we're going to go over here to the Dark Zone vendor that's actually inside of the post office and see what this guy has. He has a double-barreled sawed-off with 315.5% stagger with brutal, destructive, and vicious. Gunslinger gloves with 884 armor, 1124 stamina. Talent is decisive. Headshots with a sidearm deals 35% more damage. Major attributes is 874 SMG damage, 10% damage to elites, 15% critical hit damage. We got electronics mod that is 265 electronics and 3307 skill power, an SR7 suppressor, 16% critical hit damage, 3% critical hit chance, 5.5% headshot damage. Now we've got 2 more vendors to actually look at, and we will be done with this vendors reset. Now at the weapons vendor, you actually have the Tactical AUG A3P with 29% critical hit damage with talents of Capable, Ferocious, and Adept. And you also have a VX1 scope 12X, 17% headshot damage, 4.5% optimal range, and 4% critical hit damage. At the gear vendor, you're going to have a Gunslinger's vest with 2979 armor with 1264 firearms, and the talent is Reckless. Increased damage by 8% and increased incoming damage by 10%. Major attributes 9.5% exotic damage resilience, 1224 armor. Minor attributes is 24% increased kill XP. And you got a performance mod at 7% ballistic shield health. Now guys, hopefully you did enjoy this video of all of your vendors in the open world map. If this is something that you would like to see more of, let me know. Comment, like, subscribe. This has been JustHitSquare. You have a great night.